I am being gang stalked. I'm being gang stalked by Asians all over the world. They got Andrew Tate and they got Tristan Tate out of lockup in travel ban in Romania. Please save not Johnny Somali, Johnny Ramsey Ismail, the American.
I am jaded and angry that Kick banned me, and I hope to one day be unbanned.
Johnny Somali may never set foot in America again. Even if he somehow receives a lighter sentence in South Korea, his path back to the United States is effectively closed. In fact, many are now calling him banned from America altogether. At first, that might sound shocking, but once you see why, it becomes clear. And on top of that, new leaked clips are making his situation even worse. Let's break it all down. According to Johnny Somali himself, he believes he can walk free from South Korea. His reasoning? He's American, and in his mind, the South Korean government has no authority to punish him. He even suggested that if they tried, Donald Trump would step in and pressure Korea with tariffs. In his words, he proposed to Trump that if South Korea didn't release him, the U.S. should place heavy taxes on Korean imports like Hyundai cars until the government regretted trying to hold him. At one point, Johnny even mocked the situation, saying he should rename himself Johnny America or Johnny Ashkenazi just to be saved. He publicly pleaded with Donald Trump, Marco Rubio, and even Barron Trump to help him, comparing his case to Andrew Tate's detention in Romania, where political pressure allegedly played a role in his release. But when no one responded to his cries for help, his delusions continued. As a MAGA supporter desperate for attention, Johnny claimed that if he were ever president, he would personally deport Hank Yu back to America. The irony, of course, is that America itself seems to want nothing to do with Johnny Somali anymore. In fact, many Americans are already distancing themselves from him. When Johnny met a random man from California and expected to be recognized, the stranger's reaction said it all. He had never even heard of Johnny Somali. That moment captured the reality. America isn't rallying behind him, and most people would prefer to forget the chaos he created while tarnishing the country's name. Why should Americans help him? His own leaked videos exposed him threatening people in the U.S. and making violent remarks. Those clips destroyed any remaining sympathy he might have had. Today, most voices online agree he should stay locked up in South Korea and never return. Even in his own rants, Johnny has admitted feeling trapped, claiming he's being targeted by Asians worldwide. But here's the reality. If South Korea ever asked U.S. authorities to take him back, there's almost no chance they would accept. We've seen this before. When Philippine officials requested the U.S. Embassy to take back streamer Vitaly Dorofenko, they flat out refused. The same outcome would likely happen with Johnny Somali. So what does his future look like? He's hinted that if America won't have him, he might go to China, India, or elsewhere in Asia with Hank Yu. But critics quickly pointed out that he wouldn't last long in those countries either, especially given his track record of stirring up trouble. Even if Johnny wanted to leave his online persona behind and live a normal life under his real name, Ramsey Ismail, no one seems to believe him anymore. He talks about using his finance degree to start fresh, but his past is too stained with reckless behavior for anyone to take him seriously. And this isn't just about him. Johnny Somali's influence on the IRL streaming scene has been destructive. His stunts have inspired others to copy his reckless, sometimes criminal approach, turning the industry into a chaotic environment. Even Ice Poseidon, one of the earliest controversial streamers, admitted that Johnny's antics damaged platforms like Kick's reputation before he was banned. But Johnny doesn't see it that way. He's called himself a martyr, claiming he sacrificed his own career for other streamers. In reality, he normalized dangerous behavior and left behind a community where chaos is rewarded with views. The truth is, Johnny Somali's chapter in America is already over. He can't return to the U.S., and his days in IRL streaming are likely finished too. Kick has permanently banned him, and even he admits the platform sees him as too risky to reinstate. His pleas for a second chance fall flat because his own actions built the narrative that he's toxic and dangerous. And just when things couldn't get worse, new leaks out of South Korea show him harassing women, bragging about buying them, and propositioning strangers with degrading comments. These clips paint a picture of a man with no respect for others, further destroying any argument that he deserves leniency. At this point, South Korea may be the last place willing to deal with him, and many believe his punishment there should be made even stricter. Because if Johnny Somali were ever allowed back in America or back in the IRL scene, the cycle of chaos would only repeat itself. So, what do you think? Has Johnny Somali completely destroyed his chances of redemption, or does he still believe he can find a way back? Let me know in the comments below.